Happy Monday. I'm doing a little bit something different today. Instead of my weekly finds, we have a Cinco de Mayo coming up for those of you who love a fiesta, because that's what it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Just explaining why I'm not doing weekly finds today. Hi, Sakura. Because we have Cinco de Mayo coming up, and I thought if people wanted to purchase Talavera and Tonala, some Mexican and Latin American pottery, you'd have it at home by Cinco de Mayo. So today we're doing my theme show, which is Talavera, Tonala, Alarijes, and what am I missing? Oh gosh, other things. But we have quite a bit here. We have 60 items in the shop. I have been saving up for this. And here, let me turn around so you can say good morning to me. Hi, guys. Good to see you all. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I'm Stacy, otherwise known as Mermie, and thanks for coming in today for some Latin American folk art. So I have quite a bit of stuff. Take a look in the shop. I do have 2 pre-bids, so we'll get started with those first, and then we'll move on to any requests if you have them, and or we'll just go down the line and take a look at each of them one at a time. So thanks again for coming in, and let's get our Monday started, right? Okay. So the first item I have on a pre-bid, let me find it here, is a little alorije. And he's a tiny one, so he's on a lower start. It's a beautiful little kitty cat. And when you see him in my hand, you can kind of get an idea for the size of him. Hi, Dixie. Hi, everybody coming in. Oh, it's a raid. Who raided me? Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was so lovely of you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. That's a good Monday start to the day, isn't it? Oh, I always love the raids. So we have a pre-bid on this beautiful Alorije kitty cat. It is unsigned. Their tails are designed to come out. In fact, you'll see, always be careful when you're looking for the kitty cats, because make sure they have their tail. You'll see that they don't have a tail if there's a hole there, but you can take the tails off for packaging. It makes it a lot easier so they don't break off. So this one is really beautifully painted. A lot of flowers, a lot of colors. Sometimes these do glow. I'm going to have to get my light in case people are interested in if they glow or not. I think this one does on this, probably this red color, or especially this orange color. So I'll have to go get my my little light so we can take a look at those. This is my first pre-bid. Beautiful little cat. If you're not familiar with the alorijes, they are the spirit animals from Dia de los Muertos. If you've ever seen the movie Coco, you have an animal in the living world. That animal follows you into the spirit world and can take the form of other animals or get special little advantages and bonuses, wings, whatever it might be, but especially the beautiful fluorescent colors. So I don't know why that came up as $8.08, but it did, so we're going with it. Anyway, we're going to start it for 20 seconds, and it is running. And you can see some of the other alorijes I have in the back. Been saving up for some time. I do like to do this type of show 2 to 3 times a year. So this, I think, is my 3rd one since I started. Hi, Shava Dog. And it looks like perfectly vintage Jennifer won this beautiful little kitty cat. I'm going to go get my my light real quick so we can see which things glow. I forgot to do that. All right. Thank you for waiting on me. So some of the Talavera, some of the the little carved wood animals up here, the alarijes do glow. They'll have a fluorescent light on them. The second pre-bid I have is on another little alarije. This one is signed. It is signed J.O. And then OAX stands for Oaxacan, which is where these are made. That's the part of Mexico that they're made. When I took a trip in October, I took a cruise down to Mexico, and I was looking at these, and they were telling me that many of these were carved and painted by the orphanages in Mexico, and then they send them off to the stores to be sold, and they make money that way. So that's where these all come from. So this is another little small one. No glowy on this guy, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, no glowy on him. And he's an $8 start, and he's running for 20 seconds. Cute little turtle. What a smile. No damage. Just a little bit of grease pen. I still haven't figured out how to get that grease pen off. If it's on a glossy glaze of, something, then a magic eraser works, but I have a really hard time getting it off of other surfaces. Thank you, Shabby Shed, for your cute little purchase of this little Oaxacan turtle. All right, I think that's it for my pre-bids. So now we're going to just go down the row unless anyone has some requests. Holler them out, and I'll pull those up first. All right, so we're going to start with this beautiful little blue and white Trinket box turtle. I put in the description there, and I put a picture in there of this chip. Now, they must have painted it black because this is obviously Tonala, and it is a red clay pottery, but maybe the black is a little bit better at hiding it. Unfortunately, it's right up front. I did lower the price on this, but he still works as a Trinket box. I had a hard time seeing it. Obviously, I bought it not knowing it had that chip on it. So it's going to start at $3, and it's running for 20 seconds. Don't be shy. If there's something you'd like to see, let me know. I'll pull it up first, and we'll take a look at it. Looks like it might have another chip right there. He's had a hard life, this poor turtle. It's a hard life. Thank you for looking at him. Let's see what's next. All right, we have another alarije. This one is this cute little green dog. Beautiful floral design and blue dots. He's got some pretty funky eyes. He's kind of derpy, right, as Jocelyn would say, but he's gorgeous. He does I think the insides of he does have some glowy fluorescent paint on him, especially on this side. Those pinks are really lighting up. He is unsigned, but definitely in that style. Thank you for coming in, guys. I see your names kind of flashing in and out, so I'm sorry if I don't get say hello to each of you individually. I sure appreciate you coming in with to my show today. Let's get this one on the stage here. I didn't do that. Little beautiful little dog, and he's going to start at 12, and he's running. Sweet little flowers. He's a pretty tall one. I mean, they do come in a lot bigger sizes. He's about 5 inches tall with some glowy spots on him. All right, thanks for looking at him. He can come back if anyone's interested. And let's see what's next. This beautiful turtle I think I've had on my last show, so I reduced the price on him. He's a bobblehead turtle. He's carved wood. I'm not certain if he is Mexico or a different, maybe South American country, but it's a hollowed out piece of round wood and glued to a wood base. But the dots are very intricate on this. There is a little bit of dot. You can see they kind of ran together, but his little bobblehead works perfectly. And he's going to start at $5, and he's running. Thank you for your bid, Gypsy. He's cute. I have another bobblehead. If you didn't see another bobblehead turtle, he's Tanala. So he'll be coming up unless you want me to pull him up right away, but he's cute as well. All right. Thank you, Gypsy. He's cute. All right, let's see. This guy, he's one of my favorites. He's been on another show before too, so I lowered the price on him as well. He's from Chiapas, Mexico, area of Mexico. And it's a brown, kind of brownish red clay. It is signed Teresa Bautista Gomez, and this says Chiapas. It is a little puffer fish. Look at his little red lips. He's so sweet, and his little tail's hanging up. I love puffer fish. I don't know if any of you have ever gone scuba diving. I used to when I was younger, and these little guys are so curious, and they're just a little awkward the way that they swim, aren't they? But he's very nicely painted. Nice feel to him. He's very balanced. $10, and he's running. Sweet little guy. He's got some interest. I had a hard time finding. I found other animals in this kind of similar style from Chiapas, but I didn't find another little puffer fish. Thank you for looking at that cutie with me. Let's see what we have next. All right, this is, you see, these are very touristy kind of items. You'll see them a lot in the marketplaces in Mexico. It is a hanging parrot. It's on a little circular loop. It does come with the screw intact. He sits nicely on that. Now, I did put in the pictures, though. It looks like he's been painted in some areas. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure they're either paper mache or this one sounds like clay, but he does have some paint repairs there. This side seems to maybe have been in the sun a lot because the other side is beautiful and has no paint wear whatsoever. So great price on him, even with the oopses. And he's going to start at 8, and he's running. A lot of times, I saw one just yesterday. I saw one of these. It was a much bigger parrot, and he didn't have his little hanger. So it's hard to find sometimes with their hangers. I don't know if they break or what the deal is, but he's looking at you. All right, thanks for looking at him. Let's get him on the table here. I had some people favorite or like this dish. I've also had this on another show. It's from Dominican Republic. It is signed back here. I put in the description, there's a small chip on the underside. That's the small chip. You don't even notice. You could paint it black and it'd be fine. It's Republic Dominican, which is Republica Dominica. It's Dominican Republic. It's the Tree of Life on this red pottery. Beautiful painting, nice little dotted design. Hi, Jane. And it is going to start at $5, and it's running. It's just very vibrant colors. Thank you, Eris Design. Beautiful. I love the feel of the dots and that Tree of Life. It's just stunning. The red and the black combination. Thanks, Jane. I switched it up because I wanted everybody to get their Mexican Latin American pottery by Cinco de Mayo. Thank you, Eris Designs. Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful. So Thursday, I'll do my weekly finds. I already think I have enough stuff for my weekly finds. I was off last week, so sourcing and doing some stuff. So I feel like I'm behind. Here's another Alarije turtle. It looks like I have a lot of turtles and kitty cats in Alarijes today. He is green with pink feet. Cute little face. He is not signed. Let's see if he has any glowy bits. Nope, I didn't think so. No glowy bits on this guy, but he's still adorable. A beautiful little green turtle, $8 start, and he's running. These go for crazy money. I don't know if you've ever looked into them, but they sell for crazy, especially down in Mexico. Not so much on resale up here, but down in Mexico, holy, this guy probably would have had listed for $25. So they're pretty cute though. I think they're worth it. Oh, is that what it looks like, Terrain? I have not. I've been through Oklahoma, but I haven't been to that particular area. That's interesting. Thanks for that little tidbit. Now I'll have to go see it and see if you're right, or you could look up a picture of it. All right, this guy was in my Buy It Now. I also had him in a previous show. He's pretty stunning. He is a rinconada. He's probably an older retired. Now you'll see these llamas or alpacas, but they're usually the smaller rinconadas. This guy is huge. He is, I think, 9 inches tall. Yep, 9 inches tall and about 7.5 inches long. He does have a marking right here that is, I cannot distinguish it. I don't know if you guys can either, but I don't know if that is 1977 or if that's, model number 977. I cannot find another one that is this size. Usually the other rinconadas, the rinconada label or maker's mark was under the chin. His is on his feet. His feet look different too. He's got an old, probably pesos price tag here. It looks like a dollar sign. What do you think? A dollar sign. And then something else, and then 480. So maybe older rinconada. Oh, it's the name of the bowl that reminds you of the memorial. Oh, okay. About 9 o'clock. We had a veterans memorial here. I live in Anthem, near Anthem, Arizona. And at exactly, I think it's 11 o'clock, it's all of the different branches of the armed services in the United States. And they each have a hole in them, and they're like at different heights. And at 11 o'clock exactly on Veterans Day, the sun shines through all of them and lights up the medallion for the veterans. It's amazing. So yeah, 9 o'clock in Oklahoma, 11 o'clock in Anthem, Arizona. It's pretty neat. So he is going to go for a little more money than your typical rinconadas. He is a lot bigger for one, and maybe just hard to find in terms of this particular model. So $24 start. He is running. And he's pretty amazing. I love his cute little smiley face, don't you think? Oh, have you? That's great. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing little thing. I'm sure yours is too. I'll have to look yours up. I will. All right. Thank you for looking at Mr. Llama, alpaca, whatever he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I live way up north in Phoenix, so little cooler up here, but still in the desert. We're just a little higher in elevation. This is right here in front of me. This is a beautiful Talavera tile of, you've seen that as a Diego Rivera that did that artwork called, that had all the calla lilies, people carrying the calla lily baskets. And this is a boy or a gentleman. It could be a woman with her hair tied back as well. So any of that, carrying the big baskets of calla lilies down. Beautiful painting, a shiny glaze, other flowers in the background here. Unsigned, but it does have some nice felt pieces. It's a heavy piece of pottery. The edges are painted yellow. There are no chips, no damage on this gorgeous tile. I'm calling it a trivet because it's obviously with those little pads on the back meant for laying down, and it's going to start at 14, excuse me. But it is gorgeous. I lowered the price on this one. Most of my stuff I went back and lowered prices on. Even this morning, I lowered some prices to make it a little bit more enticing, and everyone likes a good deal, right? All right, we'll lay him down here in front. And how about some beautiful kitty cats? I know you all love your kitties. Here's a beautiful Talavera. Remember, Talavera is the really bright colored painted pottery. I did a little research this morning. The Talavera colors originated from the Spaniards that came over, and then it's a mixture of the Spaniards and some of the, they said, oh gosh, not Moroccan, but anyway, it has its roots in Spanish, Mojalica. So that's the Talavera. And then the Tonala is more of the native indigenous people mixture of pottery. So brightly colored Talavera. And it's going to start at, well, let me get ahead of myself. I did take a picture. There is a little chip right there in between his legs, but otherwise it is Hecho Mexico, made in Mexico. Beautiful yellows. He's kind of a stretching kitty with his hiney in the air. And he's going to start at 14, and he's running. He's pretty tall. He's not about 8 inches tall at the back. That chip, I'm sure, you almost can't see it, but if you got some yellow acrylic paint and put it in there, it'd probably be hidden pretty good. I just don't want to do that because then I tampered with something and you might be okay with the chip, Let's put him back, and then I have his taller sibling right there coming up. He looks a little silly. A little cat. Oh, yes, of course. Let me go see, Jane, which one you have. Oh, I have several pre-bids. Let's go to the pre-bids. Let's see. Jane just mentioned this beautiful little owl. This is the Tonala paint on this one. So more of a green glaze. It is in excellent condition. He has one little boo-boo. I'm just noticing right here on the top of his ear, but not visible really. Beautiful. Oh, and the other thing about the Tonala is that they were, since it was indigenous, it was oftentimes a tribute to nature. So that's why you see a lot of Tonala either is an animal, like this is an owl, or they have some type of animal painted on them. In this case, there's another little bird hidden in the painting there. And it's signed Cat, Mexico, and it must be a SKU number of some sort. Some crazing in the glaze, but I do not detect, and I'm going to look one more time because I don't want to be wrong, any cracking other than what's in the glaze. Okay, beautiful, cute little owl planter, $12 bid, and it is running. I love the way his head is cocked. He's like, hello, do you want something? Are you going to put a plant in me, Jane? He's sweet. There you go, Jane. Got this cute little guy coming your way. Flying your way. And then we have some more pre-bids. Let's get to, I mentioned that Tonala bobblehead turtle. And Gypsy loves the bobbleheads. She's already got one. So she put a pre-bid on this cute little guy. My son picked this up for me. So he is kind of now you can see my son paid for that. I did not. I don't pay him back. He doesn't pay me back. It's got a beautiful little bird on it here. And his little bobblehead, he's kind of hooked here on a little hook that goes in. And there he is. Bobble. $15 start on that, and he is running. Sweet little guy. So again, the Tonala oftentimes has other types of nature, usually a bird or some other type of nature hidden in the painting on it. It's a more muted painting in grays, and this one more rust and browns. Congratulations, Gypsy. Got two little bobbles. Sweet cutie pies. All right, and then we have, you're so welcome, sweetie. And then we have this rinconada. I don't know. You know what? I went back through these guys. Look at the description on this. It should say artisania, and it came out stress is rinconada pegasus. It is not. It is de-stress, right? Oh my goodness. I even went through because my fingers, I don't know what it is. I'm just a pointer, typer instead of the thumb typer, and it just my finger never hits the letters correctly on my phone. Beautiful little rinconada here. It is signed, so we know that it is the rinconada. His little hooves are the enamel. Little Pegasus with the wings. No damage to this sweet guy. I love his little smiley face. He's going to start at 12 and run for 20 seconds. I know, Jane, right? I had no idea I had 60 pieces. I pick it up whenever I see it, and sometimes I even run it in my shows. Can you believe that it's been like maybe 4 or 5 months since my last show, and I already accumulated 60 pieces? I think that's the benefit of being so close to Mexico here. There you go, Gypsy. You're getting some cute little Mexican or Latin American pottery. You're welcome. He's so cute. I love Pegasus. I love horses. I used to own some when I was younger. Oh, let's see. I think that's all my pre-bids, and just let me know if there are any more. I did throw some sugar skulls in. I know that we're doing the 50 halfway to Halloween, but it's a little more than halfway to Dia de los Muertos. But again, you never know. I wanted to give you guys the benefit of my full little collection here. This one is, I'm calling him a colorful guy. He has a city or a village scape that it looks like there's a fiesta. They have a piñata going on here. Here's the person with the stick, some sticker residue, another little tree, probably, I don't know if those are flowers or fruits, tree of life, and then maybe a dance going on over here. It has, oh no, this is the dreaded little bird fight here going on this side. It is not marked, but definitely Mexican or Latin American theme on him. He's $12 start, and he's running. I think I have, 3 or 4? Yeah, 4 little sugar skulls in today. I don't think I checked to see if he has any glowy parts. I don't think this one glows. Nope, no glowy parts on this one. I think the orange one has some glowy on it, and the green one has some. So put him aside. And here's the orange one coming up. We'll take a look at some of the glowy bits on him. He's got some glitter too. He's fancy. See the glitter on his head? And there is the glow, the bird's wings. You see the bird's wings, the flower. What else? The flower on the back. So it looks like the oranges are the glowy parts. Here's another bird. Oh, and some pinks. Also not marked, but definitely Mexican Talavera. Orange sugar skull. $12, and it's running. Hi, Justina. Welcome in. Hi, Delyn. Hi, Monkey Butt. I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. Take a look. If there's anything you'd like me to pull up, even if it's been run, holler it. Or if you pre-bid on something, let me know and I'll run it. Still have lots of good stuff. I had 60 pieces today. So good prices. Dixie, congratulations. He's a nice one. I like him. I like the orange and then the glowy bits on him. He's a sweet sugar skull. All right, this guy, he's a pretty large critter here, this fish. Beautiful Tanala. He does have a higher start. Hi, Michelle, welcome in. What did I say? He's about, 11 inches? Yeah, not quite, maybe 10 inches long. So he's a fairly large piece. He's about almost 6 inches tall. This is Tanala, the muted colors. Give it away. It is marked right here, Mexico Tanala. This one has flowers represented as its nature component. A lot of times the Tanala has some nature component painted on it. I don't know what kind of fish you would call him, but he's very gorgeous. All there, sometimes they just don't have some of the paint on it. It's not a chip or anything, but it's just some paint mist on him. He's going to start at 18 and he's running. Beautiful fish, Tanala fish. He's he's one of my bigger pieces. I think my cats, and I have a lizard, and then he is my biggest piece, I think. There's his little mouth. He looks like the, what is the fish in Nemo that has the scar face on him? He has a scar. Kind of reminds me of that. All right. Here's a little piece for you guys. Let me find him. He's sweet. He's Tanala. Does have that chip right there. I said, see picture. There's a little chip. Doesn't usually, not too much of a problem on the outside and on the top if you're going to use it as a planter. Beautiful. Sorry, I said Tanala. I meant Talavera. Little mini, maybe succulent planter. Has the little hole in the bottom. $3 start on this one, and it's running. Hi, Cablegram. Welcome in. Lots of Latin American folk art, pottery. I had 2 rinconadas. I'm down to a very large rinconada. Sugar skulls, vases, a little bit of everything. Here's an alarije. This one is pretty stunning. He's a larger one, thus the little bit higher start on him. So this, to me, represents more of the alarije, that it's an armadillo and a lizard mixture. So when they went to the spirit world, these animals could transform into other creatures. Obviously, an armadillo's neck is not that long, so I don't know if he's a dinosaur, lizard. He is marked, signed Ranulfo Hernandez. I think this San Marfin Tile Oaxacan. So he's got a nice long signature and some grease pencil. I don't want to rub on that too hard. I don't want to take any paint off, but he's pretty amazing. Look at his cute little face. And he's all there. $18 start, and he's running. Hi, Lucky Lenny. Welcome in. So what would you guys say he is? At first, I thought he might be a turtle, and then I'm like, well, maybe more of an armadillo. He kind of looks like a lizard or a dinosaur. I think he can be whatever you want. Hi, Gray Puppy. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at him. Take a look in the store. If there's anything that you'd like me to show you, I'm glad to do that. Here's another alarije. When I went to Mexico in October, I was saying alabrije. I was pronouncing the B, and they were like, no, that's not how you say it. So this one, I believe, is the one. Another large one, also signed and has its Made in Mexico sticker. It's by Jaime Mendez. Beautiful. Let's see if he has any glowy bits. No glowy bits on him. Beautiful carved. Again, the tails are meant to come out. I'm not going to pull on this one too hard, but he does have his tail. A lot of these kitty cats, and I have found them that way too, are missing their tail. So always look at if there's a hole drilled in there, they were meant to have a tail. When we get to the little fish up here, you'll see what I mean. All right. Thank you, Cablegram. I've been collecting. I had no idea I had 60 items. I grab it and buy it and put it in a box for this shows, for when I do my Talavera Tanala shows. And I must have been shopping a lot. He's going to start at 18 and he's running. Cute little hunchback kitty cat with his long tail. Jaime did a good job on that, Jaime Mendez. Lots of color going on today, just in time for Cinco de Mayo. That's why I did it today instead of Thursday. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to receive your items if you wanted to display them. If you are into the Cinco de Mayo flair, which I am, here's another Alarije. This one has a little loop for, I guess, to be an ornament. Let's see if he glows. No glow on him. He is signed, though, Candida Ortega Mendez. And it must have been given as a gift to somebody in 1994. So a little bit older Alarije that can also be an ornament. His sweet little kitty cat has his tail. He's even got, you know what that means, right? I don't know how many of you have cats that like to show you their behind, but that reminds me of that. My mom and my sister have cats that do that. $12 start, and it is running. Sweet little kitty. If you'd like to see anything up front, just let me know. I'm glad to show you. Have lots of critters today. I try not to pick up too much of the like the house goods and stuff, because I just don't usually in these cells have much interest in that. I do have a couple of items today because I just couldn't restrain myself. Cute little bunny signed by Angel, or Angel. Angel. He's look at this. Has he got teeth? What is that, guys? Is he an angry bunny? No, it's his nose. Once you see where his mouth is, it's his nostrils. At first, he looks like he's just an angry bunny and he has fangs. I had him in my last show, or I had him in my critter show for not too long ago. It was a theme show. $10 start on this cute little bunny. He's really smiley bunny. He's just got two little white nostrils that kind of look like fangs. Let's see if he glows. Nope, no glowy on him. Sweet bunny with his ears back. All right, Mr. Bunny, back you go. Oh, he's jumping. Hopping, I guess. That's what bunnies do, right? And here's another cute kitty. This one is a glower. Whoops, I didn't change that. Get in there. This one is kind of almost a periwinkle purple, bluish purple. Ooh, look at that glow. That's without it. Boom. Everything glows pretty much, especially the orange on him. His tail is intact. This one is signed Adela, Oaxaca, Mexico. Oaxaca. Maybe a little paint loss there, but otherwise in great condition. And he's going to be 15 start, and he's running. How's everyone's Monday going today? I got to go finally get in my pool this morning. We had to heat it up a little bit yesterday because it's still kind of mild here, which I'm not mad at all. It's kind of been in the 70s and low 80s here in Phoenix. So, the hot weather is coming. So it's going to be enjoyable while we have it. So I was speaking of the kitty cats and losing their tails to always check. Here's an example. I got him in a baggie. I just saw the color and knew he was in the baggie, but not realizing that he's missing his fins. I may, if he doesn't go today, I might even just get some wood and color them red or something. He is signed, not sure, Mitra, Oaxaca, but he is missing fins. So he's a lower start on him, but he's still adorable. You can't really tell that he needs some fins. You could even put some little twigs in there or something. He's just cute. $5 start, and it's running. Where are you from, Cablegram? I know most of the country's having some cooler weather for sure. Oh, New York. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it feels good to be out in the sun and not have to wear a jacket. I grew up in, think you retired. I grew up in Flagstaff, which is at 7,000 feet at the base of a ski resort in here in Arizona. And I don't miss the snow. We don't get snow here. There you go, retired. You can figure out something, right, about his little fins. And you almost don't even notice. He's a nice little shelf sitter with his little open mouth. He's adorable. Thank you. Thank you for rescuing him. He needed a home. Here's another Aurihe. This one's cute. It's a turtle, sea turtle. He is signed Nellie R. Let's see if he has any glowy bits. No glow. Oh, yep, the pink inside the flower and some of that green. Those are glowing. So a little bit of glow. And he's a sweet little turtle. He's going to start at 10 and he's running. Signed Nellie R. Hi, Tiger Lily. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, Tiger Lily. I was out sourcing yesterday and I didn't pick it up, but I saw an egg coddle that had Tiger Lily on it. I almost picked it up. Maybe when I go back, it'll still be there. I do have a little bit of too many egg coddles right now. So that's funny that you should come into my show after I saw that Tiger Lily egg coddle. Here's a sweet little, this one is Guatemala. And it's taped because I do that when I have the trinket boxes. I don't want to pick them up and have them break or break something else on the table here. It's an oval and it looks like it has some guava, mango maybe, I don't know. It's just a little trinket dish. It is signed Guatemala 2017. I love the yellows. Hi, Granny Blue Bar. Welcome back. And it fits just fine. Like I said, with the trinket boxes, I just want to be careful. It sits, it's solid. It's not going to fall off, but just in case, I want to be safe. And it is going to start at $4. And it's got the same motif around the edges. I like the bright yellow. Just not a color that you see very often. I guess maybe in the Italian pottery sometimes too. There we go. Thanks for looking at that. Now I do have some paper mache clowns because, believe it or not, some people like them. Not my cup of tea. This one is an artist clown. He's got his little artist palette. I will tell you that he probably needs a little glue in his palette, or it might just be fine the way that it is. He's got paint on his sleeve. He's got his little paint brush, sweet little flower. He's got a sweet little face and a little artist hat. And here's the back of him. He's very lightweight, has the remnants of an old sticker. Not sure what that is. I don't know, but there's the price they were asking for him. And when he was in a retail shop, but we're just going to ask $5 for this paper mache clown, and he is running. Maybe you know an artist that would find joy in him. Otherwise, I don't know. I have three little clowns over here. So I don't know for sure if he's Mexico. The other two I have are definitely Mexico. He's probably newer because of the little sticker. The other two are probably vintage. Let's see. This one is kind of freaky. It's a different feel on the paper mache. It's like, you can tell it's several layers. He is older. He does have some chipping. I put in the description on his little hair right here. He's got a cute little top hat and some funky little clown shoes. You can see there. He's not signed. Sometimes they are. But it looks like his head is the one that's taken most of the brunt of the wear. But he is definitely paper mache. Again, $5 start on him. He's running. But I think he definitely feels old to me. Vintage. least he has his fingers on his hands. Those didn't break off. Welcome in, guys. I see your names popping in. Thank you for coming and joining us for some Latin American folk art. And then we have this last little guy. Let me find him since I'm doing the clowns here. Where are you, little clown? This one's definitely vintage. Again, older paper mache, and it's a loose done crinkle paper mache. Like they crinkled it and then put some type of glue or glaze. His leg is kind of falling apart here. Those, yep, his feet glow, and his face right there glows. Nice little lace collar there. There's his little hands. Here's the back of him. That can probably be glued together fairly easily. So he's very, very fragile and old. So he's a $5 start as well. Looks like his collar is just tied on him. He's got a little smile in there. He's a friendly clown. We've got the little circus in town right now, down the road. I might be gone. We were on vacation for a couple of days, so it might have moved on when I was gone. Here's a piece of Tanala, beautiful, beautiful Tanala dove. The nature part, or nature motif, is a flower on the beautiful dove here. It is not marked, but definitely Mexican Tanala, all there. Maybe a little wear on his nose. It's not a chip, though. A lot of times this is done roughly, so you'll see some of the rough clay come through on it. It's in great condition. Sweet little dove. It's going to start at 15, and it's running. I have another sandstone Tanala dove, a little different. His tail is up a little bit. He'll be coming up too if you love these little doves. It's more like the, I've seen a lot of vases in that sandstone style. This is more of the brown or light colored clay versus the red clay of the Talavera. And here it is. This is the other dove. It's the sandstone Tanala. It is signed right here. And it looks like Tanala, maybe it's J-A-L, Jalisco, maybe, Mexico. And then the artist is like a B and an R. And this is sandstone, so it has that rough texture to it. But then the painting is in the enamel here. Beautiful florals on his back. Here's his tail, his wings, all there. Again, maybe just a little scuff on the enamel on his beak, but the beak is all there. This one is very, I don't know, I love this style when they just dab on the paint and then leave the clay bare. This one is 15 start, and it's running. Hi, Iris. Welcome in. Take a look in the shop. If there's something you'd like to see, even if I've run it, just let me know. I'll pull it back up for you. Lots of Latin American folk art pottery, Tanala, Talavera, some alarijes. I have one rinconada left, a very large rinconada. Uh-oh. Have I been through everything? I don't think so. That's weird. Oh, there they are. All of a sudden, it wouldn't show me anything new. How about these beautiful little fish? It's a set of 3 fish. Hi, Maureen. They're all Talavera. And these are pretty exciting because they have brass scales on them. And then a little, I don't know, a finless, maybe instead of a necklace, it's a finless, a little brass braided or corded decoration on the top fin. So there's a blue one. They're not marked, but they do come up as being Mexican. There's a yellow one, same style, just with the yellow paint, sweet, and a green one. So you get the set of 3 brass scaled fish, and it's a $12 start. We have a pre-bid and it's running. They're swimming in a school. They're a school of fish. Yes, I'm a retired kindergarten teacher who has not lost my silliness. All right, Daisy Jane, congratulations. They're yours. You've got this beautiful school of fish. They're going to make a great little display. Sweetness. All right. I do have some ornaments. Each one, there are 3 of them. They do have marking from the area that they came from. So they are specific to an area, but they're still beautiful. This is the smallest one. And you can see the orange yellow glows, the pink glows, the bottom glows. I'm showing you the glowy because some people like that when they're buying their Talavera and Tanala. They like to see if it glows. So this one is the smallest of the 3. It is Cozumel. This looks like it might be written in like a Sharpie marker. And if it is, and you have a dry erase marker, this is a teacher trick, and you probably already know it. If you mark across the top of it with a dry erase marker, and then you rub off the dry erase marker, sometimes it'll take that permanent marker out because this is a glossy finish. So it's possible you could get rid of that Cozumel. I would have tried. I just do not have a dry erase marker, or can't find one anyway. $8 start on this, and it's running. Beautiful ornament. 2 little birds right there. Maybe they're hummingbirds trying to drink from that flower. Beautiful wings on them with glitter. That's the smallest one. Let's see if they all lined up together. Nope. All right, the next one is this cute little purple trinket box. Again, I like to tape the trinket boxes closed so I don't lose the lid on top of something or break something. So let me get the tape off so you get the full effect of his beauty. This one looks like he might have a little glow to him. Here's his little shell. Everything's there. You can see the red pottery, red clay, and I believe some of the pink, the green, and the yellow flower do glow. Let me show you underneath. Not marked, but definitely Talavera. And he's going to start at 5, and he's running little trinket box. Little turtle trinket box. Wonder if he goes the other way. Maybe that's the way it fits a little bit better. Thank you for your bid, Terrain. He's cute, isn't he? I have a couple of other turtles, one more turtle coming up. And then I have some turtle alarijes up here too, if you're liking turtles. But he's adorable. I love the purple on him. Let me tape him closed because I do not want him to get damaged. There we go. Now he's safe. Similar style to the turtle, different color is this beautiful vase. It has those little dotted flowers that are oftentimes seen. No glowing on this guy, but that's a beautiful red pottery, blue glaze with the dotted flowers. All of my measurements are in the description. It is not marked Mexico. The bottom is glazed as well, so it's not that raw pottery. The inside has a slight glaze, not real shiny, but it is protected. And it is about 8¼ inches tall, and it's going to start at 12. Let me get the picture up there. Beautiful blue vase for $12 start, and it's running. Get some water. All right. Thank you for looking at that. I have a couple of other vases. Does anybody here have a bulldog or know of somebody that does? Because this guy is stunning. Look at him. Beautiful Talavera bulldog. He's got the brown face. He does not glow anywhere. He doesn't have any fluorescent paint, but he's got beautiful stylistic design on him. Isn't he, Tammy? He's adorable. Look at his little tail. No chipping. Cute little nose and eyes. He's not marked, but he is Mexican Talavera. Beautiful. He's going to start at $14, and he's running. He is about 7.5 inches tall. Hard to find dogs and stuff. I get a lot of donkeys. I get a lot of birds, but he's just a sweetheart. Thank you for looking at him. He can come back if you want him to. Just let me know. I love this guy. I finally lowered him quite a bit. He does have a boo-boo. There's his boo-boo, chip on one eye. But his other eye is intact. But it's got this gorgeous little oceanside village scene on it. You've got a fish in the ocean. You've got some sailboats or hang gliders, or what do you call those? What do you call those that are? Oh, sail surfing. I don't know. Anyway, he's got this beautiful little village there, and then he's got some kissy lips. And then there's the village on the other side. It's like the other side of the scene, except for the fish is missing. So as you can see, here it is from this vantage point, and here it is from the opposite vantage point. Beautiful glaze on it is marked Rayello or Ravello. I'm not sure if it's Rayello or Ravello. He signed. The maker signed it. I love it. It's just a sweet little village oceanside scene, and he's going to start at 10, and he's running, even with his little boo-boo. So colorful. Reminds me of Mexico, that little scene. So perfect. Thank you for looking at him. All right, another little ornament. This one is Los Cabos, Mexico, but again, beautiful. And it, again, might be written with black Sharpie that might come off with a little bit of a dry erase marker. This one is a glower. The little edges of each of the flowers glows. And then the bottom flower glows as well. Some nice bright glowy. A little bit larger than that small one. But just a nice, still beautiful. You can hide the Los Cabos if you need to. $8 start on that. And it's running. Don't be shy. If there's anything you'd like me to show you, I'm happy to do that. All right, thank you for that. And then this last one is a Puerto Vallarta. And this one glows a little bit too. I like when they're kind of up top and they're smaller. When I went to Mexico in October, they have gotten smart because I wouldn't buy some stuff because it had the mark on there, and now they're making it as a sticker so that you can peel it off. But unfortunately, these weren't those. You can see the green leaf is glowing, the pink on the top is glowing, and that green leaf is glowing. To $8, and it's running. These look really nice if you've got like an indoor plant like a ficus maybe even a fiddle fig to just hang from them. They're very colorful, very springy, but they also make great Christmas ornaments too. Maybe they'll come back for Christmas. Let's see. This little guy has been in my show a couple times. I finally just lowered him. He is made in Mexico, so he is Talavera. It is a matte finish paint on him instead of that glossy finish. It does not glow, but look at the beautiful orange yellow flowers around. It is a dove or a flying bird. It is a candle holder, but it could be on your desk. Makes a great pencil or pen holder. It could hold skewers of some sort. So he's multifunctional. He doesn't just have to be a candle holder, but I love the painting on with the fuchsia color. All there, $5 start, and he's running. I'm sure you guys can think of many other uses for him besides the candle holder, but just couldn't pass up that color. The fuchsia with the yellow orange. Thank you for looking at that. All right, this lizard, he is quite stunning. He's a biggin. He's probably not going to fit in the whole camera here. Oh, I got him to fit. So he is Talavera. He has one little, I think he's been outside because he has some spider webs inside of him. They're long. If there was anything in there, it's long gone, guys. But he doesn't have any chips or other than some crazing, doesn't have any cracks in him. I love the way his head is just kind of cocked to the side. Has this beautiful color scheme on him. I think he's about 12 inches long, if I can't remember what I put on the measurement, but he's in great condition. It is marked T. Itzy, I think. H standing for Echo or Echo in Mexico. There is one little, that's not a chip. I think that's a design or manufacturer issue because the paint kind of is going over the top of it. Nice big iguana lizard. $18 start, and he's running. He's amazing. I have a lizard. I think he's called a spiny lizard, Arizona spiny lizard. His name is Leon. He hasn't been back yet this year. It's still too cold, I think, for him. But there's Leon and Mrs. Leon. And then they have babies every year, so I have little Leons running everywhere. Hi, Sally. Welcome in. All right, what's next? Like I said, I don't buy too much of the servingware, but here's a I can pass this one up. Beautiful Talavera, and it's marked lead-free, so you can use it. Butter dish, no chipping. It's like brand new. Look at that. And then it's even stamped Mexico in the back here. No chipping, no crazing, so it's probably a newer, made newer, $10 start. Great butter dish. I love the little birds here on the top. And it's got that puffy raised paint. It's so amazing. Love the colors. Maybe one of these days I'll change my kitchen to Mexican pottery. It's so bright and colorful and cheery. Thank you for looking at that. Here's another vase, Talavera, sorry. It is matte finish, meaning it's not that shiny finish. And this one is definitely a glower. So we've got the greens, the pinks. It has the birds as a motif. There's some, and the orange also glows there. Pinks and greens, some flowers on the back, and then the birds on the front. So you can kind of see it's that unglazed finish on it. So it does have some markings from being touching other surfaces, but not a lot of wear. It is finished on the inside, so it is protected to actually use it as a vase. Very colorful, nice blues and greens, and it is going to run for $8, and it's running. Sweet. All right, setting that aside. This is, my son got me this one too. I put him as a planter. You know, I know sometimes these are used to put your sponges in, but he doesn't really have that finish on the inside. So I think he can't maybe take on a lot of water, but he may have been used as a planter. It could even be, you know, an air plant or something. But he's a big open mouth fish. He has beautiful coloring. He does not glow. That is a manufacturer's chip. That is not chipped after the fact, because the glaze, you can kind of see the shiny glaze got down inside of it. So that was done at manufacturing. It's got some little teeth, but he's a beautiful little bird on the side here, and one on this side. Not marked, but definitely Mexican Talavera. $10 start, and he's running. He's trying to scare you. Ah. I love the fish. All right, we'll set him aside. And again, sometimes I love this one because it has that peacock feather look to it. It is lead free, so it can be used. It's more of a demi-tasse, or it's a small cup. Could be used with a child. I don't know, but it's beautiful. I love the peacock feathering on it. $5 start, and it's running. It is usable, lead-free, no chips, no issues, just beautiful peacock feathering on it. All right. What do we have next? This is a big, heavy, not real heavy. I mean, it's heavy enough, but it's a Talavera pottery vase. It is standing about 7.5 inches tall. It does have some rough edges. That's where they did not smooth the pottery down, and then they put the glaze on top. But a lot of times with the Talavera, and the, you know, it does have that rustic look to it. Beautiful, not marked, glazed inside, so can be used as a vase. But beautiful style. Some of the stuff I've shown has the same similar style. And it is going to run for 15. Whoops, pushed the wrong button, and there it goes. Hi, Debs, welcome in. Oh my goodness, did I just get it? Oh, I think I just got a raid. Who just raided me? Hi, everybody, welcome in. Thank you. Your names were coming so fast. I'm sorry I can't identify each of you, but thanks for coming in. Yay. Well, you know what? To celebrate our raid, I am going to pick an item, and I am going to start it at $1. Something good. Let's see. Something good. I'm looking. How about, we haven't got to this little trinket box yet. We are going to find this little guy to say thank you for the raid. And we are going to start him at $1. So let me move him to the stage, and then I'm going to edit the item. This is to say thank you all for joining me on my show today via raid, or those of you who've been in here this whole time, this is a thank you. So this is a cute little turtle. It's Talavera. I have him taped shut so I don't damage him. Talavera trinket box. He's got the beautiful dotted paint pattern on him. He's all there. No chipping, no issues. This is a celebration for all of you that joined me via raid or who've been in here today. He's only going to start at $1 and he's running. He's so sweet. Cute little turtle trinket box. Aw. I love the little dotting. He doesn't have any glowy parts though. Nope. Oh, maybe those little, yep, the little orange flowers are glowy. Thank you for your bids. He's a sweetie. Sweet little turtle guy. Boop, 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 boop. There you go, Barnyard Gypsy. Thank you all for coming in today and joining us via raid. I still don't know who raided me, but you are awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great show. And always appreciate the raid. How about this little guy? And I think I'm gonna edit his price too. I'm gonna take him down to $8. There we go. Beautiful Talavera fish. Has a village scene on it. You can see little village huts there. He's got blue lips, bloop, bloop. And then another little village scene, maybe the back side of the village with some beautiful flowers. Those that looks like a lily maybe. Hi, Jojo. Pink little tail. Let's see if he has any glowy bits. The orange flower there. And the oranges on this side all glow. $8 start on him, and he's running. Looks like he has a little paint transfer on his tail. Thank you, Dot. Bloop, 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 bloop. There you go, Dot. Thank you so much. In great condition. I have some other fish, so if you look in the shop, you might see some other fish that you like. Here's a stunning guy. If any of you do the farmhouse style. Let me get this tape back on my little turtle trinket box. And this guy is a Talavera rooster. He has original sticker from Mexico with the skew on it. He is marked Mexico. R might be the artist. It's that beautiful, colorful, Magelica styled paint on him. He has a split tail. Excellent condition. Oh, let's show his face. He's got a cute little smiley face on him. Beautiful comb. I love just all of the different colors. Looks like there's a flower right here. He's going to start at 12 and he's running. No, great. I don't have anything from Chile. I don't see as much of the further South America stuff here in Arizona. I see a lot of Mexico, Yucatan. I did have a Honduras one time, but that's about as far south as I've seen. Hi, Mama Cloud. But I'll keep looking, okay? So I do run the Talavera Tonala show at least 3 times a year. So it's been about 4 or 5 months since I ran it last. And all I do is I buy it and then I stick it in a box. And I don't show it usually on any of my other shows. And then 3 or 4 times a year, I do a show of just that Latin American folk art. So sometimes I'll see some Chile. So I will keep looking. This is a set of salt and pepper shakers. I did put in there that they are branded La Quinta Resort Club, but it is Talavera, and you might want maybe an extra set at your outside bar or when you're entertaining, a nice little colorful set of salt and pepper shakers with their original stoppers, and it has its original Made in Mexico sticker. So probably a resort in Mexico somewhere, La Quinta, or a restaurant. Well, it just says a resort. So that sells their branded items. And it's going to start at $5 and they're running. That's what I would do for them. You know, like if you're going on a picnic, or if you have a bar outside, a tiki or something, they'd be really nice and colorful in that environment. All right. I do have a single shaker, which you could put maybe something like, gosh, tahine. You know, a lot of times they'll put tahine on some of your cocktails or some of the fruit they like to put. You bet, MC, I can do that. But this would be like great for like tahine for on your fruits. It's just a single shaker, excuse me, with the original stopper. But I love this raised paint style that it has on it. I say I have a pre-bid on it, and it's a $3 start, and it's running. So that's what I thought when I just saw one. I'm like, but you could do maybe some cinnamon sugar or some tahine, powdered sugar. I mean, I don't know if it would do as well with powdered sugar because it's the small holes, but let me get that little fish with the little chip in his eye up next. Thank you so much, Daisy. Beautiful little shaker. What would you use it for? Tahine? I do bundle, guys. So, and I go back on every multiple item shipment. And if I've charged too much for your shipping, I will refund you. So don't worry. I do check every single one before I, do anything else. So this little guy, let me pull him up, M. Carter. And he, as you can see, I did put a picture in the listing. He does have this little chip on his eye. It looks like they went in and took a little Sharpie or something and filled in the black, so it's not as noticeable. And he's got these cute little little lips, beak, whatever. It is signed Rayello or Ravello, I'm not sure. In the scene here is like reverse. So this is one side of the scene, and then as you can see, when you turn it, you have the other side of the scene, and he's got a little fish in there. Otherwise, no issues, no chips. Very nice painted, not sloppy. Nice glaze on here, signed by the artist. Just a little chip on one eye. It's going to start at 10 and it's running. Thank you, M. Carter. I love this one. I've had him a couple of shows. I finally reduced his price, but I just think he's so colorful and cheerful and happy. He's going to be happy that you adopted him. Thank you, M. Carter. Sweet little guy. He's a lot of fun. All right, let's see. I still have quite a few items here that haven't been shown, but if there's one that I have shown and you're interested, let me know. This is a small sauce bowl. It does have some glowy parts. The wings on the bird glow. It looks like that's about it. Nice glaze. It doesn't say lead-free, but the glaze on here tells me that it is safe to use. It could be used as a trinket dish too. The holes in here are for if you wanted to, I guess, hang it, you could. It might also be holes for when they fire, that those don't explode. So it could be for that reason. This one only has one hole on one side and not the other. So beautiful little sauce dish. I love the blue and the pretty little bird in there. It's going to start at 4 and it's running. Blue is my favorite color. So even though I don't buy a lot of the serving dishes, sometimes I just can't resist. This is an example of that. Thank you, Dot. Dot, I know you've purchased some of my Talavera at a previous show, so you must be getting a nice collection by now. Thank you for your purchase. Sweet little bird. All right. Again, I don't buy a lot of serving dishes, but here's another exception. I love this one because of the fish on it. It almost gave me Italian vibes at first, but then I turned it over. Now, this one is Guadalajara. So, or Guanajuato. Guanajuato. It is Venegas is the artist, or maybe that's Venegas, Guanajuato, Mexico. Lead free, so it can be used. It's one of those handled soup, or it could be a salsa or guacamole dish. But I love the fish. It's just so colorful and playful, and I couldn't resist. Finally lowered this guy. He's even got fish on the side. And it's $8 start on him. That's an excellent deal on Talavera, guys. It's a nice, well thought out, well painted, designed piece. I might have to adopt it as my guacamole bowl. Easy to move around with the handle, you know. Thank you for looking at it. Here's, I'm down to, I still have 2 more sugar skulls. So I know that Dia de los Muertos is several months off, but they are still Talavera, so I decided to pull them up. This one has its Hecho en Mexico sticker. Does have some glowy bits to him. Ooh, the greens are really, oh, I like that. The greens are very bright. He's green with the, oh, I like the little glitter on his nose too. There's glitter all throughout, actually, if you look at him. Just a small little sugar skull, about handful size, $8 start, and he's running. I will, Dot. I'll run that bowl for you again, sweetie. I don't know if I told you the story last time. Looking for sugar skulls. My husband is was born in Pittsburgh, so of course he loves the Steelers, and I found a Steelers decorated sugar skull. That's got to be the most random thing ever to find, but I did. He loves it, so we got to take it out here before long because football season is coming back, isn't it? Crazy how fast that happens. Let me find this. There he is. We're going to restart auction. And where is it? Oh, there it is. Here it comes, Dot. It's coming to stage. It's that Talavera serving bowl with the handle. And in great condition, Guanajuato, Venegas, Guanajuato, or Guanajuato. And it's going to start at $8. Dot's got her pre-bid in, and it's running. Yeah, it's a nice one. Beautiful little fish swimming all around. Hi, Willow. Welcome in. Dot knows a good deal when she sees one, huh? And there it is. Congratulations, Dot. Thank you. Get some good use, I know. This is, if you like sunflowers, and we do have sunflower season coming up. I guess it's later on in the summer when they get so big. Here's a beautiful sunflower vase with a big sunflower on the front, Talavera, and there's one on the back. No glowy bits on this one. It is not marked. It's glazed on the inside, so it is safe to put water in it and actually use it as a vase. It has about 6.5 inches tall on this one, but I just love that huge, stunning sunflower motif on there. It's going to start at 10 and it's running for 20 seconds. There goes my phone, glitching again. Yeah, didn't like that moving forward. Let's try moving back. All right, thank you for looking at that one. And okay, here's my big kitty. Very tall, Talavera. Standing kitty. It says, or sitting, I guess. He's a sitting kitty cat. He's so big, he takes up the whole screen, guys. He's beautiful yellow Talavera. No glowy parts to him. Stunning paint on him, front and back. It's marked right here. I believe that's probably Mexico. It just smeared on there. It's hard to tell what it is. Yeah, I see the X, the I, the C, the O. Mexico here. Nice, just a little bit of crazing on the glaze, but no chips, no cracks. He's a tall one, standing at about 11 inches, starting at 18, and he's running. I have these guys. He's got a friend over here, that little guy over there in the corner. I have them sitting on my floor instead of hiding in a box because they are so stunning. Thank you, Mary J. I can run his friend too. I think the friend is 15, has a little chip on it, but then you'd have the matching pair. There you go, Mary Jane. Thank you so much. He's sweet. Aw, he was sad. Now he needs to turn that frown upside down and be happy, kitty. He's got a mama now. Just let me know if you want me to show you the one that matches. I can do that for you. Here's a mini Tanala bell that I found. Again, the Tanala is more muted. It's just that red brown clay with the muted colors of green. It works. It's got his little ringer in there. Just needs a little string. Could be an ornament. All right, Mary J, I will take that up for you. Let's get this one running at 5, and I'll pull up our little stretching kitty. He's a little shorter. If you're interested in the bell for $3, I can run it again. I can lower it to 3. So just let me know on the bell. So here's the kitty, Mary J, and he does have a little chip here. I think if you take some yellow paint, some maybe enamel or fingernail polish works great on these. I've never tried it, but if you can match the yellow, you can put some fingernail polish in there and he's all better. But if you like him that way, he could just stay this way too. Here he is. He matches the other guy. He's nice and tall. This one, I think, is 9, I want to say was what he was. Not quite 9, no, about 8 inches tall. And he does match. And let me find him. I'm sorry I didn't put that on the stage for you. 14 is what I had this one started at. So let me go ahead. No pressure on this. If you chose, that you don't like him, that's fine. But we're just going to run him real quick. And he's running for 14. But sometimes it's nice to have a matching pair. There you go. Now you have the matching set. I like that. Now I got to find a box to fit them in. There you go, Mary J. Well, thank you. I'm saying you're welcome to you, but thank you. Sweet little guys. They've been around for a while. He's marked HO Mexico. But here, let me show you what they look like together because I've had them on my floor. They're just adorable. Here, let me show them to you. Aren't they sweet? Look at that. No, thank you. Sweet little guys. Here's another little mini sugar skull. This one's different. I haven't seen another one like this. It is Tanala because of the bright colors, but it's the white pottery. And he's just got a different look about him. Kind of interesting, I think. $5 start on this one. I put Tanala, but he is Talavera. And I said Tanala, didn't I? I must be stuck on that. I like his little smile. All right. Thanks for looking at him. We're probably, this is my last item, guys. So if there's something else that you'd like me to show or run, take a look in the shop and let me know because this is my last item that I have to show today. He's Tanala. He is a the red color or the rust. His nature item is a big old flower on the back. Beautiful little I wonder if he's one of those little ground, the burrowing owls. He just has that shape. Oh, I must have hit the run button instead of showing him to you first. But he is adorable. All right, so let me arrange my table here. And let's do a quick scan in case there's something you would like me to run. Sometimes it's nice to see it one more time live instead of in a picture. Let me get everything here so that I don't, sorry. So I do have to have surgery on my shoulder, guys, in June. And so I'm probably going to have to be offline for a while. You bet. I think he looks like that too. I like your dragon. I don't know what he is. He's just kind of interesting, isn't he? So he is a Waxican. I don't know if you were in here when I said when I visited Mexico, they said a lot of these are done in the orphanages to help the orphanages make money. It is signed Ranulfo Hernandez. I think it might say something Marfin Tile Oaxacan. Yeah, and he's like an armadillo, dragon, lizard, turtle dude. He's in great condition. I love his face. No issues. All there. And he's starting at, let me restart the auction, at 18. And there he goes. He's pretty amazing. You bet, Dot, I'll show you that bell. I could not believe I found him. He's so amazing. There you go, Iris. Yay. Thank you so much. I just love him. You're going to love him too. He's amazing. And then Dot wanted to see the bell again. Let me get that up there for you, Dot. No pressure ever, but sometimes it's like to go through the motions and make sure I get everything up there. There we go. All right, so sweet little Tanala bell. Great condition. It might ring better if I'm not holding on to the top so tight because it does have a nice little, I think it's actually even a clay ball ringer in there too. It has a pre-bid and it's running. Iris, you just couldn't, huh? You couldn't leave without seeing him and taking him. Well, that's okay because he's amazing. He's the most fun one I've ever found so far. I love when I don't know exactly what they are. It's like, what is that? Because he's kind of, odd, right? Thank you, Dot. Sweet little bell. Put that with your other purchases. All right. So you're so welcome. Let's take a scan, okay? This is what I still have. If you see anything that you're interested in, holler out and I'll put it aside and we can run it again or show it. Either or I'll show it and run it. If there's no pressure, if you don't want to buy, I understand. But I have quite a bit of fun critters left. Some beautiful tiles. I've got mostly Mexican. Fish planter. All right, I guess, oh yes, I will get the fish planter out for you, Meow. So this is what I have left. I have Auntie Jan, were you looking for something specific? I see that you wrote Talavera, but which one would you like? And I can pull that. We're going to do this one for Meow, but oh, okay. No worries, Auntie Jan. No worries. Let's get this. Here he is. Let's move him to stage. And then I will, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then restart. Here he is. So he does not have, did I check him for glowy parts? What did I do with there it is. Yeah, he does not have any glowy parts, but he is just so amazing. He has these birds on either side of him. big open mouth. He's not glazed inside, which tells me he probably shouldn't have a sponge in him, something that you're going to put water, although the glaze on the outside should protect him. But I think a planter, air plant, anything like that would be so good in him. There you go. I see that we have a pre-bid. He's going to run for starting at 10, and he is running. He's amazing. My son bought this for me. He knows I collect this Talavera for my shows, and so every now and then he'll grab something for me. Sometimes he'll show me a picture first. Other times he just grabs it. I know. I think he's cute too, Meow. He is adorable. Thank you so much. All right, let me do another scan and see if there's anything else we have some interest in. I do have some paper mache clowns. This little parrot does have its planter or its holder, but he does have some damage on him. I've got some vases. Beautiful. This one is very glowy, this one here. That's a candle holder, but I think you could probably use it for pins or whatever you'd like. Beautiful butter dish. I might have to start using that one. A signed dove is signed. That's that sandstone Tanala. Look at that rinconada, guys. You'll never find another one like that. He's huge. He's 9 inches tall. He's heavy. All right, Auntie Jan, which vase? We have Talavera. The one that glows. This one here. To the left. This one. Yes, you got it. It's a nice one. It's all glazed. It's that stunning, almost like that Majelica looking style of the Talavera. Let's see. Let's restart the auction. So it's in great condition. It is not marked Mexico, but this is definitely that Mexican style. This, I was reading and researching, the Talavera style has the Spaniard influence, along with I want to say Morocco, but I don't think it's Morocco, but that's where this style comes from. No chips, no issues. Great price on this at $15, and it's running. If you're interested, take a look in the show. I've gone through everything in my docket there. If there's anything you're interested in seeing again, just holler. I will let you know. Thank you, Auntie Jan. I love this style. I have several things in this particular style. There you go. That one's coming home to you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry. It is about, I want to say 9, but nope, about 7. Oh, come on. 7.5 inches tall. You're welcome. Yeah, it's not too, it's a nice piece of pottery, but it's not too heavy. I think this little tile right here is almost heavier than that vase. It's that real heavy, but isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful, that little trivet tile. All right, let's go back. I was stopped here. We've got some sugar skulls left. We've got that beautiful alpaca rinconada. This Tanala fish, he's huge. So is this lizard. He's just so good. There's that little burrowing owl dude. Another little dove's peeking out. This little fish here is from Chiapas. He's a puffer fish. Still have quite a few alarijes left. Mostly kitty cats, but I've got 2 turtles and a bunny left and a dog, a little derpy dog right there. He's so funny. Got another little sunflower vase. If you have a bulldog, I have a bulldog here, a rooster, and then some ornaments. If no one's interested in anything else, then I am going to be looking at who do we have to raid into. Oh my goodness, here's a new seller, 3rd show, Amberina glass, Staley Vintage. Maybe that's where we'll go. I would want to say thank you all for joining me today on my Thursday show. I know is usually a theme show, but since I was gone last week, I wanted to do the Talavera first, since Cinco de Mayo is coming up. And then, so my Thursday show is going to be my weekly finds. So I have some neat vintage stuff coming up. A lot of my weekly finds. I'm still shopping, so I have a couple of days before Thursday. So I might have a fairly large show to. Yes, that's where we're going, Jane. It's her third show, so we're going to do that. Amberina glass. I want to see what she has too. But thank you for coming in. I hope you'll follow me if you haven't already. I do Monday weekly finds, Thursday theme show, and I'm Stacy, and I'm glad you came to visit with me. It's always wonderful. You're always wonderful. Thank you, Jane. We were going to go over and see Staley Vintage. Have a great Monday and a wonderful week. Here we